that benefit of that patroller, and also with the forward, we've seen a lot of patrollers actually stop the dash of that forward, just running into it. So we're gonna head right into the match, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Chocho and Potch Spice giving you the commentary action. Zen already trying to make his way towards the hospital here, where Little Boy is parked at. Skyfall working on a cipher here, while Little Boy might actually take the first chase.
And actually what we're seeing here is that the hunter is at hospital and has leached, I believe, the priestess over here. This is the chase that we've been talking about just now. This is probably one of the best chase. But however, hunter seems to be wanting to chase the forward instead and bring control this round.
Yeah, this is it seems like we've seen a switcheroo of this, like being able to just leech to the priestess and go for another survivor here. Tries to go for a hit there, but just drops it right away. We see that a pretty standard build trait on the side of the Dream Witch, but we're just gonna have to wait. I believe I can hear the patroller bite already leech onto one of the survivors here. So let's see how long 481 can kite out this Dream Witch.
And we can actually see that he's not kiting at hospital, because hospital, if hunter were to park there, it might be able to get a free hit, because there is a lot of footsteps at the hospital. So I think it's great for 481 Naru to be kiting away from there and also not interrupting any of his teammates' ciphers.
Ooh, and drops the patroller. So this kind of answers our question with what trade he's going to be bringing. So 481 has to hold some pallets, has to be able to dash away. Entomologist bees are actually here to be able to harass and probably just give that distance towards this forward. Now he's making his way towards the shack area, just avoiding that hospital.
And very successfully able to kite the patroller, and right now leeching the forward. I mean, this has been a very long kite, because considering after he has leeched one and this is the second one, and he still hasn't reached any presence yet. So right now 481 is trying to rotate away from where his main leech is at, but Zeno is also following up with his main follower, and this he might be able to interrupt. Oh, wow. But you can see Jalkan's 3 pallet cipher has already been popped. He's going to be decoding the T-wall cipher now. 481 rotating into the hospital.
Yeah, just playing the pallet game there, but going to straight up. So this kite is actually doing real well. Able to dash away from, establish that distance. The blink is going to get popped. The first hit actually might land, but no, the jukes on 481, but finally lands it. Luckily for 481, that was a leech follower.
And right now we can see that survivors have already removed the leech on Priestess side.
Wow.
Zen is gonna go leech them again. This will be the 3rd leech, and him only having one hit into the match. So this is not looking too good for Zen's side. I believe he's gonna go for map control this time around.
Yeah, it seems like he's spent a lot of time on 481. Now 481 doesn't have a leech. Actually, no more leeches on the map, just the main follower. So this is actually a great start for Team GH. They have definitely put some ciphers on the board, but nice hit on the mercenary as he was dropping that pallet. So Skyfall is injured, but I mean, chasing a mercenary with 3 pads and the delayed damage, it's still going to be a tough chase for Zen.
Yes, exactly, and we can actually see the ciphers are really 3.5 in total into the match. Destroying the long portal right now. Healing forward as well is Mercenary. Yeah, Mercenary be able to pad away, but I believe he might be eating this hit here.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a charged up hit. So Mercenary actually the first one to fall. Cypher progress is quite impressive. 1 Cypher already popped there, 2 remaining, and they've already been touched. One is almost at 50%, and the other one's working on its way. So Little Boy now is gained the attention of Zen. So let's see how Zen is gonna respond to this furious pace that Team GH has put on the table.
I mean, Zen is trying really hard to try to map control, but I mean, as we can see from the ciphers, 2 is on one side and the other 2 is on the other side. It's not going to be an easy map control for Zen, but we can see that he has already checked his first person, which is the mercenary, and trying to put pressure on both the Ruin cipher as well as Shack cipher.
Yeah, it's a well spread out. You said that you said it well. You don't want to triangulate the ciphers here, but they're so spread out that he's got to choose his pick your poison. Do you want to camp? Do you want to cipher pressure? And it seems like Zhao Khan is here already for the rescue, and he's got more than enough time because Mercenary takes a while, eats that hit, and gets the rescue, and elbow pads away. So 1 cipher remaining, Chocho.
And we can see that the Shack is being decoded by a little boy right now. I think Hunter might be reaching entomologists and then controlling the Shack cipher. But I think Mercenary might be deleting himself or finding... Oh yeah, they are deleting right now, Forward and Mercenary. So right now there's only a total of 2 leeches, 1 from Priestess and 1 from the main follower. This is gonna be very difficult. He's gonna leech entomologist right now, but I don't I believe this might be a 4-man detention period.
It looks like it, right? It's gearing towards that way. So GH is doing a great job just stuffing any or thwarting any of the efforts that Zen is actually displaying on the table. They're just one step ahead. Now they even have options. They got two ciphers that are well past the 50%. Well, one past the 50% mark. The other one almost at 50%. And now 481 just juking around, just trying to buy some time. Now gets that hit, still conserving a little bit of football there. So they're really priming themselves for that end game. And I think 481 might have to be the one to take this hit while they de-leech the entomologist.
And I believe Zeno is just trying to get as many leash on the match right now because it will be easier for him to map control during late game. But the survivors know what he's gonna do and is de-leeching whenever they could. And we can see the forward no longer has anything on his hands. And so it's gonna be kind of difficult because entomologist also might be his beast is gonna be gone soon. So.
Trying to go for the rescue here. Mercenary able to make this rescue happen. He will be falling down, but still has the effective tide turner. Now, like you said, this is a bare bones forward, so he's going to have to rely on getting that last effort pop. Priestess pops that cipher right in time for 481 to transition towards the hospital. Blink is available. He's going to save that. Forward is going to be injured because of that tide turner, but Entomologist is already working on an exit gate.
I see that 47 is moving towards the dungeon area at the statue area, hoping to get it, but no blink on Zeno's side, and managing to probably allow 1 kill for this round.
So at least he's able to defend, right? It's better than a 4K. You need to get at least 1, so it's not a 5-point differential. So it is going to end in a 3-1, but this is the pressure that we were talking about, which honestly I feel like GodJ doesn't take his time. He just goes 0 to 60 once the game starts, so you have to be very careful. So we're going to head straight into the match, back to Sacred Heart Hospital. GodJ on his calling card of a hunter, going with the sculptor, making his rotations, actually heading straight towards Laugh, who is at the shack area.
I believe Slav is playing the forward, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is the forward. So we can see the team is not really rotating except for the Toy Merchant. Toy Merchant is rotating to a statue, and Acrobat is decoding at the bed cage, so it's pretty safe. But I mean, we can see JNTM. We can see the forward betting chase right now. But let's just talk about that Toy Merchant toy right there. I don't think it's a really nice toy to place because you're jumping towards the Tupala window. It's not the best place to really kite. So, but I think that we can see Laugh getting the chase here. And
oh my god! Wow, Laugh was doing okay until that Terror Shock, and GodJ, having a gift from the Terror Shock gods, has the forward in a tough spot here. Wow, honestly, this game has gotten much more interesting on GodJ's side. This is what else could you ask for? This is the best way to start things out.
And it was 1 minute into the match. For giving the Terror Shock, he could have just eaten 1 basic hit and then continued his kite. Especially when he has half his bowl left. Not too sure why he wanted to bet on that Terror Shock. So
he gets blocked out, and now the last effort popped up and trying to use the skill to move and transition. And mind you, this was actually a very early rescue. So Chocho, seems like it's about to be the 2-minute mark, and this is the second time we're going to see the forward on the chair.
Okay. Yeah, and actually it's still fine because Hunter still hasn't opened his second skill yet. Nearly did though, but he's just needing 1 more statue to second skill. But we see the basement over here. I believe Cerberus is gonna not rescue this forward anymore.
Yeah, they can't risk it anymore. That was a rough start for them, but let's see how they kind of rally back into this. The Toy Merchant's about to finish her cipher. We have the first skill already unlocked, but no perfect statues just yet. So we're just going to see GodJ kind of patrol around the area. Tinnitus is being propped up, but he kind of knows that someone's already at the second floor. He's going to probably spot out Serpec. No, not quite. But I think while he dropped down, he will just continue to camp out this chair.
Exactly. And she needs to be careful here because if this person is but he's no longer CCTV surveillance anymore. We can see GNTM placing a Toy Merchant toy that will probably jump into the hospital window. Yep, definitely. And going into the hospital for its kite. Acrobat needs to transition away soon and continue decoding because ciphers are way too slow. 2 full ciphers left. Not too sure how they're going to decode. And the second skill has been popped. Nice pellet stun on GNTM's side. And we can see the blink over here, but GodJ is probably going to get the hit right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just the exchange. Yeah, I'd take a pallet stun if I'm able to hit you, unlock that second skill, already popped the blink. So just the excellent trade-off on God J's side. And now it seems like we're going to go back to the basement here where God J is going to just exert his dominance here. Two ciphers still remaining. If they want any chance at this, they might try to go full blood here. They're so far from the basement, actually. So this is a tough call.
Definitely. I'm not too sure whether Acrobat has kite or not, but if he does, he has to come for the before half rescue, hoping that Toy Merchant can kite. But if they're going for the full blood rescue, then I don't think ciphers will be enough. It's leaning more towards a 4 kill on God J's side. And if God J were to CCTV surveillance on the mercenary and mercenary eating the statues, then and if he downs, then yeah, for sure a 4 kill this round. So we'll be seeing the CCTV right now.
Ooh, it seems like, yeah, he's just capping this out, and Mercenary eats a hit. One more statue, and he will be falling down. It seems like Serpex here is in a tough spot. He can't, I mean, it's so hard to go for this rescue because GodJ knows the entry point of this Acrobat, and it seems like Serpex is actually going to just not even try and just transition away, and that's going to be a second survivor out of this game.
Exactly, and GodJ, I'm not too sure how he knew that the Acrobat was there, but like, I mean, it must be hunter senses. I mean, he is a top tier hunter. Knowing where Acrobat is I'm not gonna question it. Maybe it's just hunter instinct.
Yeah, honestly, he just knew, and who are we to question the almighty God J? So let's see how this Acrobat will try and kite for as long as he can. Mercenary about to pop that cipher, but there's still one brand new cipher that will be coming in. He gets locked out of his skills going through that flame bomb. So Acrobat's still running the routes here. But honestly, it seems like the inevitable might be it. GodJ trying to go for a drop down hit, still no one there. And Serpex doing a great job, able to go through the window.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Surprise just trying to kite as much as possible. Oh my god. Okay, so the yeah, this is the toy placed by GNTM before she downed, and managing to successfully kite away from that area, going to double story. I'm not too sure why Acrobat was hesitating to go into double story though, but closing GodJ is trying to close the distance between him and the Acrobat. Acrobat really trying to kite this out, but I believe it wouldn't be too long. But GodJ doesn't have much statues left.
Blink is already online as well, so he can use that. Acrobat, one more statue hit from falling down. Mercenary working on a brand new cipher. You gotta give it up to Serpex here. He did an amazing kite. Releases the flame bomb here, so it seems like GodJ still holding on to this blink. He knows he has the time because Mercenary is still working on that brand new cipher, and Acrobat finally falls down to the statues. Seems like he's gonna try to drop a chisel just to monitor where the Mercenary is at.
Yeah, this is seeing more towards a 4 kill. But I mean, Mercenary does have two elbow pads. However, he is in a 3/4 blood. So GodJ, just as long as his statues are, but we haven't seen his statues being really accurate. So Shen might be going down due to the statues.
Ooh, and like you said, yeah, he does have that delayed damage, meaning the Acrobat has to pop up. But with the cipher only at 26%, it's going to be a tough call. Mercenary takes really long getting up, so it's just only a matter of time. GodJ just has to go back and forth to secure that 4K and really cement their lead in this match. Tries to drop a chisel, but no one there. And Serpex still trying to give enough time for the Mercenary to pop back up and try to work on a cipher. So you got to give it up to Ikun. They are going down swinging in this fight.
I mean, it is a waiting game between GodJ as well as Survivors. I mean, if Survivors are not popping up, GodJ can really take his time to really have all his statues full. So he has 3 full sets of statues. If Acrobat can cut these out, then that's great. But at the same time, Acrobat no longer has any balls left, so which means its kiting ability is no longer as strong as it was before. GodJ is just surveilling the area between Mercenary, hoping that just ensuring that Acrobat is not gonna come here and help Mercenary stand up, and Mercenary having to self-kill again. So. So he's still trying to surveillance that area.
Yeah, it's just a back and forth at this point, like you said. So GodJ just taking his time because honestly he has nothing to lose. It's really the survivors that kind of have to clutch it out at this point. And it seems like the Acrobat was able to find a cipher, and now he's working on that 10% cipher, able to push it up until the 18 to 20% mark. Acrobat, is signaling that he does have a cipher that he's working on. Trying to find the placement here, and it seems like Serpex will be spotted out here. He's got to be careful because the perfect statues are online.
We can see Mercenary and Acrobat both up right now, but we see the blink on GodJ's side on Surfrex. Okay, so right now, GodJ is just not gonna care about the Acrobat. Acrobat's already self-heal. Xian's Mercenary as well, so he's just gonna go full on Mercenary right now. It's probably gonna be, it will most likely be a 4-kill this time.
So Mercenary now just trying his best to survive as long as possible to try and see if there's any window of opening. Acrobat does say it's 70% to heal, but honestly, when GodJ's surveilling this area, he's doing it with the greatest of ease because he knows he has this match in the bag. He's just surveilling the area once that chisel is done on cooldown, but now actually we see that the Mercenary able to kind of close out the distance and pick up the Acrobat. So GodJ kind of overextending to the back exit here allows the Acrobat to be fully healed. So Ikun still staying alive here, Chocho.
Not too sure why GodJ decided to be conservative when, I mean, not trying to be conservative when Acrobat no longer has self-heal here, because Mercenary can just go there and heal, and we can see that already happening. But Hunter is now back again on Surfrex. Xian is taking this time to really go to the Cypher and try and decode as much as possible, hoping to get that one escape during this round.
Yeah, trying to avoid these statues. One hits, and now let's see if he's able to get this jump to happen. Excellent activation, but the statues, the barrage of statue, able to drop this Acrobat. And now Mercenary being chased out using his last elbow pad. So GodJ very methodical, very surgical with what he's doing now. He's just making sure that he wants to be able to secure this down. And the inevitable is about to catch up to the survivors now.
This is just gonna be a time match right now, so it's just Xian might not be able to kite this out and no longer has any elbow pads to do this anymore. So let's just, what do you think about this, Bosch?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going down swinging. You got to give them that respect because, you know, even though GodJ has this in the bag, you're gonna have to earn this. And he tries to go for a pallet drop there, and it seems like, yeah, Xian is really just making this a tough game for GodJ, and now eventually getting that hit. All of them have popped their self heals. It's gonna be a GG. That's gonna be called. Let's go. Okay. And of course, Maney here, just making sure she gets front row tickets to every competition she sees. Chu, Kaiser, a lot of love also for you, Chocho. So big shout outs to everyone showing the commentators some love. But now we see Zen with the unconventional Nayad pick. He's gonna run straight into Skyfall here. So able to find the rescuer here. It could pay off well if he can invest time in just trying to down this Mercenary.
But I think Zeno is trying to get Skyfall this time around. Not too sure why, because I mean maybe because Skyfall he did manage to give, I mean he did give a free hit during the Dreamage match, so Zeno probably think that Skyfall might be the easier chase here, but no, deciding to change his target again, going to Graveyard, going to Center this time around.
Yeah.
Has spotted out the footsteps of Psychologist at Center.
That is Capcom's signal to actually transition away. So we do see a 3-6 build on the side of Zeno. No shenanigans here. We know how Naiads play. They really rely on that detention when it comes to late game. But I'm pretty sure they know how to, you know what, just not touch ciphers, stay away from the puddles, and just transition and give their support. Capcom now kiting out in the open here. Let's see, he might actually eat this regular hit, but we know that the Psychologist, he gets tank three straight hits. And you know what, ciphers are going to be hopping left and right if Zeno just commits to going for Capcom.
I mean, Psychologist, I mean, it might not be the best kiter, but it can get 3 hits. So I think Capcom will be able to kite very long this time around. I mean, it's 1 minute 25 seconds into the match. I think he'll be able to kite to 2 minutes. But I think he'll be eating the basic hit here, and Zeno might be giving him the blink hit over afterwards. But we can see the battle already coming.
Yeah. He's sneaking by, but he's Zen just dashing and just trying to mark his territory here, while Zhao Khan just makes himself known that I'm here to get that support. Blink is already online for Zen, so let's see if he'll try to activate it. Goes for the blink hit. Wow, through the wall. Very impressive. And also a nice avoidance on that cricket bat hit. And we see that Zen might be doing some cleanup here just to make sure that the rebound kite of Capcom would actually cost him.
Zhao Khan is just trying to buy more time for Zeno, I mean, for his team to decode right now. So we can see the Mercenary Cypher is almost popping already. If Better will not be OBing anymore, and I believe Zhao Khan will be popping this Cypher, then coming for the rescue right afterwards.
Zhao Kan being chased away from this Cypher is so close to popping Chocho. So Zen doing a great job at least camping out this Cypher and also camping out Capcom. So now we see that the puddles are slowly building up, still not at full presence just yet, but we do see Skyfall. You know, 2 elbow pads in, he could definitely close the distance to make this rescue happen before half.
Yeah, and also we can see that the center Princess already set up portals for Capcom. Capcom will be rotating straight away there, trying to transition away. But I doubt that he'll be able to do so because of the distance.
Yeah, that's what's tough with Psychologist. Yes, it takes a long time to down her, but when she's down, she's a basic character. She doesn't have any buffs when it comes to rebound kiting, especially when she finished her, when she's used the 3 hits already. And we see that Zen just cleaning up house here, just making sure that he has full line of vision. 3 ciphers still remain, so it's looking pretty good back and forth on both sides.
And we can see that the last cipher hasn't been decoded. Zhao Kan is decoding that cipher that's at 40% right now. Little boy is decoding the one at check. Even though cipher has all been decoded, it really depends on how Psychologist is able to second kite this time. If Capcom is able to, then this might be a 4-man detention period this time.
Skyfall seems to be the one to go for this rescue. Let's see if Zen could thwart him. It seems like he's being chased away. So we do see that the puddles are still gonna be drawn here. So Skyfall is gonna have to be careful. He can only tank 1 more hit, goes for the hit, and now we see that there's a bit of a traffic jam situation, and now Capcom being very careful here. Skyfall just trying his best to try and body block the situation here, but now able to go through the portal here and just provide that support and that distance away. He goes through the window here, Chocho.
We can see that the last cipher is actually really at 70%. Better is here for the OB right now. Not unable to push the hunter away with his balls and going closer towards the Psychologist right now. Psychologist needs to not get this hit. Better eating the hit and maybe able to Palestine the hunter. This might be a 4-man detention period, Posh.
Yeah, this is actually pretty tough. We do see that the Cypher progress is already about to be primed. So when the pop happens, Capcom's going to have to find a way to make it out of the exit gate. So we see that Capcom's still buying so much time here. Drops down the pallet, goes through it, the Terror Shock, but the Blink was expelled and now the kite still continues, but with detention.
And we can see Psychologist moving towards the dungeon area at small gate. So if the gate can open in time, this might be a 4-man actually.
And now we see that he's able to draw a puddle here. So Psychologist has to move on away, drawing him out. The exit gate's about to open, but it seems like the Psychologist isn't ready just yet. But the pallet stun is going to buy a little more time. Everyone's out of the exit gate. He's going to try to go for it, but no, Zen able to swipe him away from the dungeon. It's going to be another 3-1.
So it shouldn't be. I'm hoping that the first few people that he's gonna bump into is gonna be Acrobat or Mercenary.
Right.
If it's Little Girl also, then Little Girl can go leech
Kinda
onto
okay.
Mercenary, so that'll be fine. We'll be entering the match right now. Got Jay spawning at the graveyard area, going straight to front gate, seeing Xian, which is the Mercenary. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, so just changing to Xuan now, at least that's not the, well, it's not the postman. Serpex here is still decoding here, but Gaje, I think he can kind of afford to roam around the map here to find the best possible target. Laugh, he's going to make himself known. Let's see if Gaje is going to bite here, because if he goes any more forward, he's going to run into that postman. It seems like Laugh got his attention.
And got Jay missing out on the tinnitus. I mean, he did get the tinnitus, thinking that it's like from the Acrobat, but it's actually from the Little Girl at check. So, but he might be able to get a hit here. Is he gonna ball away? Is he ready to bomb away? Oh, about
to get a sandwich situation. It's so tense. Able to hit him through the air, but Lap still creating that distance. So, still keeping Gaje at bay. I think that's an okay trade-off. At least it wasn't a terror shot.
Exactly. But Love was a bit too conservative with the ball also, but I mean it did work out well eventually, because still able to pull distance with the hunter. Right now we have the second mirror ready already, ball's also ready. So we'll see how Love is gonna kite this out for the second mirror.
Serpex. Oh my god, wait, Serpex is there. But now he's going to try to just establish the distance here. But he's going to run straight into the postman at the top broken part of this map. Bomb cooldown still on point. We're going to get a charged up hit on Gaje's side. Postman has to, go away. Well, he's going to try to pop that Cypher before, Gaje tries to monitor who is at the top broken Cypher.
I mean, we see the postman actually, but Gaje doesn't know, I think. Oh, but he mirrors the postman. Postman might be getting the... Oh! He the chair, so Postman will be able to survive this time around. Mercenary probably coming for the rescue right now. Mercenary does have the rescuing buff ladder. Wow. Unable to hit the Postman. That was close.
Yeah, thank God for Serpex. He's got to thank his lucky stars that didn't hit. Now Mercenary is here before the half. just gets a conservative hit to start things off, but now the kiting ensues on the Acrobat. GotJ wants to actually go for, well, it continues to just focus in on Laugh, while Laugh is just waiting for that mirror to pop up. He's going to have a bomb ready. Can he make it in time, though? No, about to get a hit. Nice jukes, but no, last effort kicks in.
Oh, not too sure why Laugh decided to just cancel the ball instead of getting ready to jump over the mirror. Not too sure why. Maybe he canceled out on an accident or something. But right now we see the Postman running back to the top broken cipher instead of decoding the Red Church 1. Not too sure why at the same time. Not too sure what survivors are thinking at this point in time, but seems like Postman will be coming for the rescue. But Hunter knows that. Hunter can see the Postman because of the wanted order. But I believe the rescue will still be able to be done up this time.
Yeah, we do see that the Postman tried to release the Hounds here. Just eats the regular hit. We're at full presence BQ, ladies and gentlemen. So Acrobat, this is the rebound kite for the Sentry, but no, Blink finally used at the last possible second. And this is the win condition that he needs for just a tie. 1 survivor out and 3 ciphers still remaining. Lots of pressure being put on the survivor side of Ikun.
We can see that GotJ is trying to get try to get a hit on the top broken side, but unable to do so. Right now, he will be having his first elimination on Laugh right now, and we have 2 Half-Bloods, Postman and Mercenary outside in the field. They're healing up right now though, but the wanted order on them healing. GotJ knows that, so he will be mirroring them for sure. Like no doubt, he knows they're there.
Once the mirror cooldown is on point, now we see that the mirror does get popped up. They're being chased away. At least the Postman was able to get healed up. Mercenary, on the other hand, still has an elbow pad to try and kite for a while. But Little Girl is the only one on cipher popping duties. It's about to be 1 cipher remaining. So we're going to see a Postman's dog able to go for the bite. No, not quite. It seems like the Little Girl is also here, Chocho.
Little Girl playing safe right now, putting 1 page, so it's totally fine. Hunter will be eyeing on the Mercenary. Mercenary cannot use this pet. Mercenary must eat this hit. He cannot use this pet because he needs this pet for the 3-run at late game.
As you say that, he just goes for the elbow pad activation just to create that distance. But yeah, it might haunt him in the end. So let's see how Xuan will try and conserve his last hit here. Goes for the drop hit, but no. GotJ, just this perfect distance away from the pallet.
Yeah, Xian's I believe Xian's mind game filled that a little bit, and GotJ getting that pallet down hit. So right now, GotJ knows his objectives right now. He needs to get tie and above to get the win for BO for the round itself. And Postman getting that dodge on that mirror.
I got so scared. Oh, now he gets the hit. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, please just avoid it at all costs because we're at the last cipher. Ikun wants to keep the dream alive, and GotJ knows that. He already transitions over to the graveyard side, chasing away the Little Girl here. Not much Little Girl action we've seen as of late. We did see that page, but now it switches on over to teleport, and the dog bite was ready.
So yeah, Postman will be down right now. Mercenary can't get out in time, but the best plan right now is for Little Girl to go back to rescue to decode the graveyard, decode graveyard, and then Mercenary coming for the rescue. However, I think GotJ might be eyeing on the Mercenary late game because Mercenary no longer has self heal, so this will be difficult for Survivor still. No matter what, even if the Cypher can prime and pop, it's still a hard player man.
Yeah, they got to manage their situation. Now, the Graveyard Cypher is primed already at 99%. Mercenary is here. Can't tank a regular hit, but like you said, the self-heal has already been expended. And now we see that he is focusing his attention on this Mercenary. Might seem like they might go for this pop once the Mercenary does fall, but GotJ is right behind him. So it's going to be real tough for them to just call the situation out, and now gets the speed boost from the last Cypher pop.
I believe GotJ is not even gonna mirror this Xian at all. But Xian does have the luckily Xian does have, but we see the mirror over here. Oh, a dodge! And
the movement from both, but this is what GotJ wants. He just wants to get at least 1 survivor. The Mercenary has already spent his self-heal. He can actually just chair this Mercenary and call it GG's. Postman and Little Girl are opening up that exit gate, and GotJ just, you know what, getting the minimum, the bare requirement for them to move on since he's known for that 4K. He's not going to risk anything. It's going to be a tied game here, but ultimately it is GH to take the victory.